Good morning, everybody. Happy July 4th, and welcome to the Daily Dose of Success God's Way. This is Erin Harrigan, your Hustle with Heart coach, helping everyone attain results for total health with Arbonne and helping entrepreneurs align results to God's truth. It is 6:15 here in Tucson, and I am out for a morning walk. I'm going to turn around because I'm hoping you can see these beautiful mountains behind me. Especially those way down there, the Catalinas. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm not going to actually talk about freedoms today. I am going to encourage you to go to Galatians, I think it's 3:13, which tells us that we have been called to freedom, but that we should not waste that freedom in pursuing what the world wants, but instead to serve one another. But I want to talk to you today from Exodus 14:14. I was just listening to the encounteringpeace.org meditation app, which, by the way, I highly recommend. It is a great way to meditate on scripture. Even if you have very little time, it's 15 to 18 minutes, and you can meditate on that scripture first thing in the morning, which, as we've talked about many times, we need to be in the Word first thing in the morning. So Exodus 14:14, I want to encourage you to read the whole chapter, but it's the point in time where the Israelites are fleeing Egypt and they're headed to the Red Sea, and they're crying out to Moses, like, why do you have to take us this way? Why can't we take a shortcut? There's a shorter way to go, and it's easier, and it's an easier path. And hence my title, The Fork in the Road, because we have a fork in the road as God-centered entrepreneurs, because we can take God's divine path, but when it starts to look scary and hard, and it doesn't look like we're getting to our destination as quickly as we wanted, and suddenly the GPS seems to be adding miles instead of taking them away, we want to take a shortcut. We want to take a shortcut of our desire. We want to take a shortcut that looks easier and simpler. But if we take that shortcut, then we will be on our own means, driving down that road. And as we've talked about before, what we create outside of God's will, we have to maintain outside of his will. So in Exodus 14:14, Moses is saying to the people, just be still. Do not be afraid. God will fight for you. You will see his glory. But you got to be still. You have to be calm. You have to be quiet. And I think certainly as business owners who are seeking to build a business that honors God and serves his people, it is tough for us to stand still and be quiet and let God have his way. My friend Linda left me a message yesterday on the Voxer app, which, if you don't have that app, but you are building a business that involves a team, I highly recommend this app. I know I keep moving, but I want you guys to see the mountains. Highly recommend this app for communicating with your team and with your accountability partners. But anyway, she said, I just was feeling super anxious. My team had a great month end for June, but at the same time, I just was full of angst. And I realized that it's because I had been going. I had been away from home for 3 weeks for, visiting friends and family and business. And she said, but I hadn't spent time with the Lord. And that's the peace, guys. That's the be still, to allow the Lord to fight for us, to allow the Lord to guide us. And we cannot fully appreciate and understand and receive and see how he wants to move in our life if we don't take time to be still. And then we become like the Israelites, where we're going, oh, Lord, this road is so long, and why did you take me this way? And wah, right? And God gets it. He gets that we're whiners because we're human. But what he wants is an intimate relationship with us. And especially as God-centered entrepreneurs, it's super easy to look left and right and look around at the world and see what appears to be shortcuts. But you guys, what you're seeing on social media that looks like a shortcut, that looks like someone was an overnight success, that looks like someone started their business yesterday and today they're at the top of the company, wrong. You have no idea what's behind the scenes. You have no idea what filters they've used. Perfect example. So my daughter is a whiz at editing pictures, and she is a whiz at like adding color and changing the saturation and just beautiful artistic editing. But it made me think about how many times we're looking at stuff on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever, and it's not truly the real picture or the real situation. We're seeing it we used to call it Photoshop. I don't even think they call it that anymore, but we're seeing the editing. So let's not be like the Israelites where we're like, Lord, edit this for me and filter this for me and make this journey shorter. Let's embrace the lessons and the tests that God has given us, because those tests will become our testimony. There are miracles in the mess. And if we can just stand still and just listen for him and make sure we're spending that time with him every day, he will show us the path. He will give us the names of who he wants us to talk to. He will cross our paths with people that we could never have imagined for our business. He will bring people back into our business that we didn't even think about. And I promise you that movement, it is your journey. Like, I'm not supposed to move as fast as other people, and other people aren't supposed to move as fast as me. It's what he has for us if we would just buckle down and listen and not let the world's noise get in the way. So when you come to that fork in the road, which way are you going to go? Open up Exodus, read about the Israelites, and then pray over, Lord, show me your path. Let me be still long enough to enjoy your path. So with that, give you some view. So I'm here in Saddlebrook, which is a retirement community where my father-in-law lives. You can see the beautiful mountains back there. We were up on top of those mountains yesterday when we were visiting Mount Lemon. You probably saw some of those pictures. But with that, get down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Get on over to Success God's Way. It's where our weekly live will be, our weekly dose on Sunday night. And if I can support you in this journey, I'm out walking, by the way. I'd love to support you through healthy living. Reach out to me, and I'd love to support you on this journey of Success God's Way as the Hustle with Heart coach. So have a fantastic 4th of July, guys. Put down your social media, get present with your family, and enjoy the freedoms that this day represents. All right, see ya.